Hi guys, and welcome to the Batch Lady. On the Batch Lady channel I show you how to make fast, simple homemade food that you can make in advance, portion control, put in your freezer and take out for whenever you need it to make those easy mid-week meals. And this recipe is no exception. Lots of people have been asking me for this since I put it on my meal planner, and it is, can you see this one? Let me bring it round to show you. It is a very simple bacon and chorizo pasta dish. Now it's a pasta sauce that's basically a bit like a pizza, okay, but you have it on pasta. The kids love it and it's so easy to make. You can make it in advance and I'm going to show you exactly how. So you're going to take some frozen onions. You would usually use more frozen onions than this, so look at the recipe which is down below or on my website www.thebatchlady.com, okay, but usually I would use more onions than this. Anyway, let's get them started. Put them into a hot pan with some oil. While the onions are working away, get some chorizo. Now you can use chorizo, pepperoni, slices of chorizo, whatever you want. This was cheaper than using the already sort of sliced bits that you see at the deli. So I'm just cutting it up, and you can cut it quite small if you want, and it depends how much you want to put in. I'm going to leave a little bit because I can make it into the top for pizzas. So I don't really feel the need to use it all. Just chop it into little chunks and put that to the side, and then you're going to start with your bacon. Now I've just left my scissors over there, let me grab them. Okay, so bacon I never cut with a knife, I find it quite a faff. I prefer to hold all the slices together. I never use the fat, so I just cut off the fat. It's optional, you can use it if you want. I don't like to, and then I just snip it into chunks. And as it starts, although it's all joined together, but as it starts to cook, it'll dissipate and go into all little bits. Okay? So we've got our onions in the pan. We've got our chorizo about to go in, and our bacon about to go in. And I'll just put that in any minute. And as that's cooking, you can then start to make the sauce. And the sauce, of course, if you wanted to, you could use just a jar of sauce, but I prefer not to use a jar. It's quite expensive and it's not as good for you, and you'll see it takes 2 minutes to make. So my onions are going around, my chorizo's in, my bacon's in, dropped a bit of chorizo, and I'm just going to use this little spoon and just give it a spin around. And basically I just want that sort of the bacon to just start to cook off and the mushrooms to soften. So while that's getting done, we'll move this to the side. You're going to take a pot because you're going to start to make your sauce, and it's just like my usual tomato sauce, really simple. Okay, so we're going to add our chopped tomatoes. Woo! Try not to get them on my nice apron that I've just washed. Chopped tomatoes, we're going to add in some passata. Now I'm making quite a big portion of this because if you think about it, I've used 6 pieces of bacon, a big long piece of chorizo, there's plenty of veg going in it, so I'm using 2 packets of passata. This one was with garlic and herbs, so this is almost like a pre-bought sauce, but it doesn't have any badness in it, so it's good. And I'm using tomato puree, and I found this one that says tomato puree with herbs, and it costs the same amount as the one without, so I thought, why not? If you want the exact ingredients for this in terms of how much I'm using, then of course look at the recipe which you'll get on my website, as I've said. And I like to use quite a lot of oregano. I'm just going to grab a pinch of salt and add it in. Okay? Then let me just get the same spoon. What did I do with my spoon? Usually I've got, okay, I'm in true Batch Lady style. Don't move till I get a wooden spoon. I'm coming back. I'm back. Okay, so give it a good mix around. It's got your salt, it's got your herbs and the tomato paste. Now, everything is starting to cook down nicely. What I'm going to do is I want to cook this tomato sauce, and I'm just going to add the already frozen mushrooms into it, because as it starts to cook, those mushrooms will just cook away nicely. And I prefer that mushrooms don't stay together in a huge big bit because my kids don't really like them. So this is a type of recipe would be fantastic if you also used frozen peppers, but my kids aren't into peppers so much, so I tend to leave them out, but frozen peppers would work great. Right, that is it. I told people this takes 2 minutes, that's why everybody wanted to see. So this then goes on the hob, and I'm going to leave that to boil down till the sauce is really thick and yummy. This is almost cooked. It could do with a couple of more minutes, but because I'm on video and I want to show you exactly how to do it, you can now, it's all going to cook up anyway, I'm just going to add this into the main pan, okay, and give it a good stir around. Now I'm just going to bring this over and let you see what this looks like. Can you see that? That is literally baking chorizo, mushroom and onion, tomato, pasta sauce. Now all I'll do is leave this basically to cook for about 15 minutes. I'll just leave it bubbling. I might move it onto the simmering plate and just leave it till it's all thick and delicious. Then all I'm going to do is leave it to cool, and then I'm going to freeze it in bags like this. Not with the pasta at all. I'm just going to freeze it in portion bags. So I'm going to ladle it depending on how many people. This one's just for one because my husband's on his own tomorrow night, so I thought I'd just give him this one. So ladle it out, portion it up, put your sticker on your bag and put it in the freezer. When you come home from work, if you've taken this out the night before, or even if you haven't, run it under a cold tap. It will take 10 minutes to defrost. Make some pasta and everything is already in that pasta sauce for you. That's all you need to do. It is so simple. Please give it a go. Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, www.thebatchlady.com. I love doing these recipes. I hope you enjoy them too. Happy batch cooking. Bye.